Hey Techno Studs! Troubleshooting can be really frustrating when your network's down and the pressure's on, but it also can be fun sometimes too. It's like a little game, a little puzzle that you're solving. So take these as little puzzles that you're solving. Don't get frustrated with it. If you get frustrated, it's just not going to be that much fun. Troubleshooting is actually a big part of the job, so you have to kind of go with the flow. So let's get to our next issue and see how our next issue is. Okay, same issue as we had before. We're not able to ping the device on the other side. Once again, pause the video as we go along and see if you can figure out what would be your next steps and see how it measures up to what I'm doing. There is no right or wrong answer to this. So let me go ahead and, we're not getting ping across here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up a command prompt here. I'm gonna ping our what we're calling our the internet, which is 10.241.0.3. That is the loopback address on one of our routers. I'm not able to ping out to that, so I know that the connectivity is somewhere else. The connectivity issue is somewhere else. So I'm going to see if I can even ping the gateway. So 10.1.10.1 is the default gateway. I can ping that. Let me go ahead and try to ping on the router 1. So router 1 is 10.240.0.2 is the IP address there. Can't ping that though. Not able to ping that. I can ping the same link but do it on the switch. So that would be .1, and I am able to ping that. So I can ping this interface right here on this switch 1, this layer 3 switch. I can't ping the router. So let's figure out what's going on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on the switch, since I have connectivity to the switch, jump on the switch and see what's going on there. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a show. Well, let's see if I can ping the other side. So that would be a good step to do is 240.0.2 is the other side. I can ping it, so I got some connectivity there. I can do show IP interface brief. This would help me see if I've got connectivity over there. It's on, the one thing is that these are pretty big records, but I can see that 47 is up, which isn't surprising because I can ping it, so that's good. I'm going to do a show, so I can ping the other side. I got connectivity to the other side, so maybe it's some sort of routing issue. So I'm going to do a show IP route and see what the route looks like. And aha, something's wrong with OSPF. OSPF is not working correctly. So I'm going to do show IP protocols and see if we even have it turned on here. So protocols, and OSPF 10 is running, so that looks good. And it's running on all our interfaces, so that doesn't look like that's what the issue is. I'm going to do a show IP OSPF neighbors and see what we get with that. Always add that S, don't I? Okay, we don't have neighbors, so that's interesting. It's OSPF is up and running, but we don't have neighbors. So what's going on with that? Why do we not have neighbors? I do like to take a look at the running config, so I'm going to do a show run and take a look at that. Could at this point also jump onto router 1 and see if there's anything on router 1 that I have there. But I'm going to scroll down to I get to the OSPF configurations here. And I've got, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I've got my network in there. And but one thing that's interesting, I do see the problem here, and that is that there's this passive interface VLAN 9. So I want passive interfaces on 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 150, because I don't want those hello packets to be being sent out into all of those VLANs. But for VLAN 9, that's the interface there. That's what's heading towards, that's what the VLAN is that this interface this link is on. So that's what our problem is. I don't need a passive interface for VLAN 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the global configuration mode. We're going to go into router OSPF 10, and then I'm going to do a no. I'll scroll up. I'm going to select this. By the way, if I do this right here, it would just copy this passive interface VLAN 9 down below, and then I could hit enter. But if I select the end, this carriage return, the end of the line, if I select that, it'll automatically hit enter. So I want to show you the difference here. When I select that whole line right there and hit right, it actually automatically enters that in. It probably is what I want, but you just need to be careful of that. So, and look, we've got connectivity already. And just to verify, I could do a show IP route here, and I have all OSPF is up and running. So we have found now that issue. We are good to go.